All right, YouTube. It's your boy Rock Tactical, and I'm back today with another video. Yeah, y'all know what's going on. But we back today with another video. Real quick, make sure y'all boys getting y'all some good water and all that popping juice and shit. You gonna have a belly like me. I'm trying to change now. I'm trying to be Mr. Muscle Man. No more Jelly Roll. But so today, we're gonna be doing a should you own a AR-15 chamber 7.62. Before we get into that video, man, we at 10.2K subscribers, man. The channel growing fast. Thank all y'all for like, commenting, subscribing, bro. Like, y'all know how much that shit mean to me. That shit mean a lot. So I'm gonna just keep putting content. I'm finna be more consistent too, so it's a wrap. Like, I'm finna at least drop 3 videos a week and like 5 shorts a week. I'm finna give me a schedule, maintain it. So before we get into that video, I just wanna show y'all my everyday carry for what I've been carrying today. I got my Glock 22, Gen 4, EDC. Yeah, I just had the 40 out, you know. It's cold outside, so I'm wearing big clothes, so I bring that 40 out when it's cold outside. But we ain't here to talk about that. We talking about this. So, gun is clear. Now, today's video, we're gonna be talking about should you get an AR-15 chamber and 7.62. See, I got a pistol and the 7.62 big rifle, so I can speak on both of the sizes. But I'm mainly gonna talk about this one because this is the one I show a lot. So now, I would say yes, you should get one. And the reason why I say yes, you should get one, it all depends on what you like. You feel me? Like me, I like having a variety of different weapons to go to the gun range and shoot and have fun with. But I specifically like Dracos. So like, if you into Dracos, yes, you need one of these. There's no questions. Like, you shouldn't even ask questions. If you into Dracos, get you one of these. Why? I'm gonna tell you, it's better than the Draco. I wouldn't say it's more reliable than the Draco, because you know them boys are made to be ran with anything. You can put them in cement and they still shoot down there. So reliability wise, like, if you only got the budget to buy one gun and you got enough to get a Draco, I would say get a Draco over getting an AR-15 for cheaper than a Draco that's chambered 7.62. Just because it's gonna be some hoops you gotta run around. You got to jump around. It's gonna be a lot that comes with this. Like, I hear a lot of people tell me when they first built these, oh, I shot the book. Like, a guy DM'd me yesterday. He like, I just built the 7.62 pistol. I seen your videos. And like, I shot that boy 3 times. The case got stuck and the extractor broke. I'm like, yeah. So it's a lot you got to do. Like, you're gonna have to get a good buffer weight in there, just because it's a bigger round 7.62. So I found H2 buffer works flawlessly. I haven't had any problems, shoots, cycles. I haven't broke the extractor yet while running the H2 buffer. Now, while running the H1 buffer, I broke a lot of extractors. Not on this gun though. On my first AR pistol that I ever built, it was a 7.62. On my first 7.62 AR pistol I built, it just like, it looked nice, but it had some hiccups because a lot you gotta do. Like, one, adjustable gas block. You gotta get adjustable gas block on there. Just because, I don't think the 7.5 barrel can just handle all the gases, so it just boom, breaks the extractor off, shears it off. But I will say, breaking the extractor does only happen with steel rounds. I've never had an extractor break with brass rounds. So my advice would be, buy brass when you first build a 7.62. Like, your first couple hundred rounds, make sure it's brass. Just so it get, just so it can get everything broken in. You feel me? Like, because when you get a new AR, I don't give a fuck what chamber it is. That first charge, if you charge it with a live round and then take it out, the first bullet is gonna be fucked. You feel me? And like now, I realize that because, like I say, I realized that because I built a couple of guns, and I always notice, like after I build them, I do a live chamber check, rack it all the way back, let it go, see if it'll load. If it loads one, I just do that. I won't mess with it again because I don't want to fuck up the bullets. But after I look at the bullets, I will see. When I look at the bullets, I would definitely see scratches on the, not even on the case, on the bullet itself. On the projectile that comes out the case when all the powder burn and shoots, that little tip on the bullet will just be scratched badly because it's a new M4 feed ramps, and people, like, especially if you get a cheaper upper, they're gonna say that the feed ramps are military spec, but I just guess it's just, or maybe it's all AR-15s. I never had an AR-15 that cost more than what, $1,200. I know our AR-15s that cost a bunch out there, but the most expensive AR-15 I ever had was $1,200, and that's before I started building AR. So I probably would never buy one for that much again unless it's for YouTube. That would be the only reason why, because I learned building them is better. So that's one reason why I wouldn't, you know, build an AR chamber 7.62X if you're your first build. The second reason is like because of the mags. Like as you see here, I got 3 steel 30 round ASC mags. They're metal. These are the mags that run good in my gun. The C product mags didn't run good. These 3 mags runs perfect. Now, with the mags, show you guys something. All right, you can see the P mag, how it has like a tiny bit of curve in there, and then like you can see the curve. See how that curves, and this is still straight. The followers in these 7.62 mags seem to be faulty sometimes. What I mean by faulty, meaning you will have to take it apart. It wouldn't even be faulty. I get the spring could just be bunched in wrong. It'd just be a lot of things. So what I do, as soon as I get a mag from ASC, take the plate off, oil the spring in there. You don't want to oil it too much because there's gonna be bullets in there. So what I really do is I got a cleaning brush. I just put oil on the brush and brush the spring. That's how I do for all. That's how I oil all my springs. I brush the spring with oil on the springs, and just with oil on the brush and just brush the springs. So do that. And I would say, like, these are 30 round mags. I know you probably could get like 34, 33 in here. It won't cycle. So just put 30, if not 29. 30 is the max to just put in these mags. You can in the P mag, you can only put 30 in those, so can't figure it. But this, I only do 30. I know you can go more, but there's no point. Now, the whole brace situation. Like, I'm very fine with shooting my 5-inch micro AR pistol with no brace, and shooting 5.56, 7.5 pistols with no brace. But I have to have a brace on this just because it's a 7.5 inch. It's like, it will hurt the fuck out your shoulder. Like, as you see in my videos, I was just shooting this with no brace on it, and that bitch, like, pretty nice mark on my shoulder. I was doing like this. I was doing like this for a week or 2. You hear me? So I wouldn't, unless you're gonna SBR it. But if you're like me and just want AR pistols, you don't want to go through all the loops SBR in it. Which I may actually SBR this just so I can put a real stock on here and a foregrip. Cause I feel like with a foregrip and a real stock and a can, this will be crazy. So going right now because of the whole brace thing, you need a brace on here. So if you're gonna get one, you're just gonna have to register as SBR if you're gonna have a brace. But unless it gets shots down, pray it gets shots down. We're hoping, but if not, we lose. So the brace. Now, the reasons why I would tell you to get one. It's a Draco that's customizable. I know Dracos are customizable, but this is customizable for half the price of what Dracos are customizable for. And this is way more accurate than any Draco on the market. I know they had the braces on those too, but this is way more, 7.5 inch 7.62 is way more accurate than a Draco. So if you like Dracos, you have about $600 to spend, build you one. You can build one for cheaper than $600, but with all the parts I get to make mine run reliably, I'll build one. So if you like Dracos, this is a cheaper Draco. It's a more accurate Draco. Shoots the same amount of fire as a Draco and just as loud. It just looks like this instead of the wood and no back. Now, if this didn't have a back, this would be crazy. I feel like this would be way more harder to shoot than a Draco. I don't know why. Taking this out too, it's about 75 to 100 yards. So I'm gonna put a good sight on here, but I just wanted to make sure my gun ran first. Like, I didn't want to go buy a $500 sight, get out to the range, shoot 3 shots, extractor break. Now I got a $500 sight on a bullshit bum ass gun. You feel me? So like, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna get right, but I can get right with these sights. Like, flip up sights do just fine. They're sighted in. I can take this off, order a new handguard, repaint that. Now I got a whole different gun down there. Another reason why I wouldn't recommend getting one if you're not ready to spend a little bit more money is because regular mil-spec triggers will not, you know it's not running. They will run, but you're gonna have to put an upgraded hammer spring and an upgraded trigger spring. Me, I didn't want to go through the hassle of doing all that, so I went with a drop-in trigger that's made to handle steel and anything you shoot in it. So since I put this drop-in trigger in it, I haven't had a problem firing any steel, anything really. No problem. Runs good. So remember that if you're building one of these, you're gonna have to upgrade your trigger. You're like, it's not maybe, you're going to have to upgrade your trigger. Or upgrade those hammer springs and trigger springs. Now, another reason why I would buy it. Small. But you still have that, you feel me, like accuracy because it is an AR platform. So you can get good groupings. When I go to the range, I'm only shooting 50 to 75 yards max with this. I will go out to 100 just to show people that they can get on paper. But I'm just shooting 75 to 50 yards. Mainly 50, but if I'm feeling like having some, like playing around, trying to see what I really can do, I go to 75. Only because it's a 7.5 inch pistol and I didn't build it to shoot past 100 yards like I did. Now, it will go past 100 yards, but I don't know if it's gonna be that accurate. So just remember, man, if you're gonna be building you a 7.62, 7.5 inch micro AR, just remember, you're gonna need a brace. Gonna need a drop-in trigger. You're gonna, like, unless you start out with a good boat, the boats they come with, shit, unless you get an upper from a nice place, the boats are cheaper than the gun, because they're just trying to get their shit out. You feel me? Some companies make good boats, some don't. People say Bear Creek worked for them. Didn't work for me, would not recommend. I'm not bashing them or anything, just would not recommend. LMT boat for 7.62, I would recommend. I don't, you feel me, they're not sponsoring me or anything. This is just how I feel and what has worked the most for me. So yeah, just keep that in mind, man, when you're building a micro. So, should you? I say yes, you should. Because like I said, I call it a Draco killer. Because anything a Draco do, it can do better, except all that mud and torture and shit. This is an AR platform. Get a good boat, you probably could survive some torture tests, but I try to keep it clean as possible. You feel me? Treat it like my baby, because it's my baby. So you're gonna keep it clean after, like, every time you shoot. You ain't gotta even clean it after every range trip. Like, I don't think I cleaned this gun in a minute. Y'all can't even cap in the comment section. That boy did his shit on that paint job. It's a little bit of, you feel me right there, but don't worry about that. Mind your fucking business. So yeah, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.